All right, so this is thinking about certain stuff, and what I want to talk about companies getting more and more lazy and more greedy. So I was going through TikTok today, and I saw like this really cool thing on 2K, where in NBA 2K11, which I never played, I played 12 and up, but NBA 2K11, they had this thing where you could like use locker codes just to get codes and stuff like that, and you can be able to get like secret like there's this kid team like the dev kids, and they could like play basketball, they could dunk and stuff like that, and like there's like secrets in certain things like that in the game that made it more fun to play. And like I don't know how what else is like how to explain it, but video game companies are getting so greedy and so lazy that, you know, whenever they get a new game, they just it just upsets me, man. They just give out a new game but with old reused animations and old features that shouldn't have been replaced or moved from the game in the first place. So let's say like, I don't know, let's say WWE for like a WWE 2K, right? I play that game. It's really popular, really fun. They removed this feature, like this creative feature where you could create your own story or your own, like, you know, yeah, your own storyline basically, right? Create a storyline. You can use whatever wrestler you want, or and you know use your fake wrestler, and they got rid of that. You know, they also got rid of, you know, they got rid of referee mode. I mean, they added it back, but they got rid of so much stuff, and it's just confusing. Like, why? Why would you get rid of it in the first place? And now they're adding it. Like, WWE was like, oh yeah, no, we just brought back major feature, you know, referee mode or whatever. Like, I don't know, special guest oh my gosh, special guest referee match, right? And everybody, you know, was like happy about it, but at the same time, people were like, why is it gone in the first place? So literally there's a lot of like, you could ask that for a lot of things, like why were certain features gone in video games that should have never been removed? And another thing is like, oh man, I just like the creativity behind the games. Like I said earlier, like how 2K made like little kids you could play as, you know, you could unlock them, or how like or like what's it called? Like how it's it just pees me off. I can't, like, it's so hard for me to explain it because it's really upsetting, but it's like how I don't know how else to explain it. They just remove creativity aspects from the game. For an example, right? I like to play this game. I like to play what's it called? 2K, right? But I like to play as a custom team sometimes. Like, let's say I add a custom team or whatever, right? So let's say I add like the Virginia Storm or something like that. The game won't let you like create like other things, like, you know, certain, not packages, but certain animation. Like, it won't let you have like a beginning animation for it, or, you know, like even like wearing track suits and stuff like that. And like, it's just like they won't let you create like your own alternate jerseys and stuff like that. Like, there's certain things in the game that you should be able to create, right? And also another huge thing I want to talk about. This is just me rambling, by the way. So you don't have to listen if you don't want to. I mean, well, you are listening if you did want to. But EA was gonna make a college basketball game, right? And everyone is very excited about that. Why? You know, like, you know, finally another college basketball game coming out, and I've never played the old college basketball games, right? So I'm like excited to try to get new, like, I'm excited to play it, right? But a couple of days later, a couple weeks later, I forgot when the news came out, but I heard that they canceled the project for the game because all the popular colleges and stuff like that, they went to 2K, right? So 2K is gonna basically, I don't know what 2K is gonna do. They're not gonna make a college game. They're probably gonna add it to, like how they did with the FIBA teams. Oh my gosh, not FIBA teams, but I remember they had like Barcelona and stuff like that in their old 2K games. That was really fun. You could play as like the Barcelona people. Ah, man. Anyways, so why? So EA canceled it because everyone went to 2K, right? Why won't EA just make custom college teams, make custom players? Like literally, there's people in Roblox, like RB World for it. They create these characters and these archetypes, and they put so much heart and soul into the game, knowing that they might not be able to use NBA players. Like they put their heart and soul to that game and creative teams and stuff like that, and people love to play them. And they bring up like, even though it's niche, they bring up the characters in certain other TikToks or certain other video games, right? So sometimes when I'm playing this basketball game called oh my gosh, it's this mobile basketball game. It's really good, really popular. Hoopland, right? Hoopland. I remember seeing on the Hoopland server, and they brought up RB World, right? That is really, really exciting and really, really good. It's just like cool to see, a niche amount of people knowing and creating stuff inside a different video game, right? And the thing is, EA acts like people, because they always there's always a community creations option in video games, right? So they're acting like people won't spend endless amount of hours and endless amount of time on making teams accurate and making certain teams, making certain leagues, because people do that in Hoopland, where they make all the players, all the archetypes, and it takes months. I don't know how it might have taken longer to get the attributes correctly, to get the character, like, what's it called? And this is just like, because the character creation in Hoopland is very, very more simple in my opinion. So people will do that for a custom-made college team, that EA. Like, I would love to play a college basketball game where the colleges aren't actually based on the actual college, like the custom college. That's what I try and do in certain EA games now. Like in EA college football, you can custom download football team, right? But you can only play with them in like I don't know how to explain it. You can only play with them in like the exhibition mode, but pretty much. Sorry, I'm just having trouble speaking. But exhibition mode, exhibition mode, and yeah, you can only play with them on there. But there are other features that I'll let them play with them in. Like, I would love to go into career mode in college football and play with and go 4 years with that custom team right there. I would love to do that. That'd be like so fun to do, right? Or I would love to go into coach mode. I don't remember the mode names, but I would love to go into coach mode and play with the team there, stay on that team, and get a certain amount of people. I don't know, man. It's just upsetting that these companies and stuff like that, they're getting less and less creative, pretty much. That's what upsets me. They cut down on the creativity that they have, and that also cuts down the creativity that you, the player, can do. Like, there's so many things that are popular. Like if you look on TikTok, there's this person who is doing like a twin college football career mode. Do you know how cool that would be if you could at the same time play as two people, two custom people, or two people that you want to in a mode? That would be ecstatic. That would be awesome, right? In EA, I feel like just needs to branch out with more of that creativity because, you know, they're not as popular as 2K for like EA. If EA did the same thing with basketball as they did with football, I feel like that would be world breaking, right? College basketball game, you go 4 years in a college basketball game and you get drafted to the NBA. I would never stop playing both of those games, even if they make a custom college basketball game and then a custom NBA game, and they actually the differences are actually there. Ooh, I would be stuck on that game 24/7. Like, I just need there to be a creativity feature, you know? And if the game won't be that creative, let the people do it. You know? Let the people do it. Oh man. It just gets on my nerves. That's it. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, I'm playing the game as well. I'm like doing it at the same time. I'm just upset, you know? I really don't like beating my own team. My favorite team is the Eagles. Yes, they lost. I know I'm getting off topic, but yeah, I just think video games just need, like, companies need to be more creative, like, and they just need to experiment more with different other games. Like, this is one game that I have. What's it called? Where is it? It's called Biomutant, right? Someone got it for me for Christmas, and I absolutely love that game. I love the feature. I love everything about it. But the game didn't get popular, right? But it's still a really, really good game. It's still worth playing. And that's what more video game companies need to do. They need to start making these interesting games with these interesting, like, features and stuff like that. And they also need to stop worrying about, like, I want there to be a video game where there's a nemesis system, but like they just discreetly do it, you know? Because like Warner Bros. Or whoever copyrighted it, they can't copyright a whole feature in a game that anyone can do. You know, that's like literally, it's impossible. It's like the same way as Pokemon tried to copyright, you know, being captured in a certain ball or something like that. Like, you remember people IRL, right? So if someone hurts you IRL, you remember who they are. So in a video game, it should be able to do that. Like, let's say in GTA 6, it comes out, right? They have that feature on where you harm somebody and they go to the hospital and they still come try and kill you, right? Or in the story mode, you have an option to spare them, right? And they can either be like, oh, I'm not sparing you next time, or, you know, oh, thank you for sparing me. And they come back and either help you or hurt you, right? And it, like, what you do affects like their family. It's so much stuff that you could think of in a video game, and I wish I could do it, but I don't have the time to learn it, you know? Because if I was, once I get popular on YouTube, I get rich, I'm going to start investing in doing stuff like that and making sports video games and fantasy video games and stuff like that, and not being worried about having to have a certain label to have the game. But yeah, that was it. I know this is gonna be like a really sloppy video. Honestly, I don't care. This is like one of those videos you come across on YouTube where it's like, you know, it automatically plays. But yeah, honestly, I don't care. I just wish, I want there to be more creativity in video games. Anyways, that's it. Bye.